Welcome back, guys. Cuso here. We're making low and slow smoked pork belly tacos today. To me, that is a perfect taco right there. I know there's a lot of taco critics out there, but this is just my irrelevant opinion. Today we got a big old hunk of pork belly, nipples and all. Have you ever been scrolling through the meat aisle, the best aisle of the grocery store, and seen a huge chunk of pork belly? Wanted to cook it really badly, but you were a little too intimidated? Well, today we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna teach you how to do it, and it's actually very, very simple. But see how there's a lot of meat here and not as much fat on this other side? You can tell it looks just like a strip of bacon. Yeah, you don't wanna get the super crazy fatty ones because then it's gonna be a little too rich. You wanna try to get as much meat on there as possible. So you want more red than white. One of the first things I do when I get a pork belly is I remove the skin. Unless you're making crunchy skin pork belly, you don't need that. It's just gonna block the smoke and it's gonna prevent you from getting that smoky flavor penetrating into the meat. You also wanna remove any excess fat on there just because it's a very rich piece of meat and it might be a little overwhelming if you bite into a huge chunk of fat. So I got a pile of skin right here, all removed, as little meat as possible on there. I'm gonna go ahead and do some scoring across the top just to help that fat render a little more. You don't have to do that, but I just don't want this to be too excessively fatty. This right here is just a huge chunk of fat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that. Makes it look a little prettier. Bada bing, bada boom. Move on for the binder. Traeger hot sauce. Ooh, a little crusty. Been a while. You can do one of those things where the video goes, you know what I mean? The screen goes, like it goes. Some mustard as a binder. You won't taste it, don't worry. Just to keep the seasoning sticking to the meat throughout the cook. There's gonna be a lot of fat and juices rendering off of this as we cook. So the binder is gonna be pretty crucial here. Otherwise that seasoning would just flow off the fat juices rendering. Unreleased hot honey rub. We got 4 rubs coming out on Cuso Cuts, CusoCuts.com. Go check it out. They'll be coming out in April. Right now we still got knives and merch and all that fun stuff, but the rubs are coming soon and you bet your ass dirt is gonna be one of them. 225 Super Smoke. We're gonna go ahead and throw these on. We got a nice layer of snow. Oi! Ah! Okay, lift it up. One of my secrets to cooking a good pork belly is to take it only to 175 internal. That way, if you take it any farther, it won't be falling apart and you actually get a meaty bite. You can sear it up in a pan afterwards if you want to. 5-6 hours later, this is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. We didn't even wrap it. Normally you wrap meat to tenderize it with some sort of liquid, a little bit of it kind of braises in there, but a pork belly, it's already fatty enough and it's already gonna be tender. And worst comes to worst, you can just sear it up in a pan like bacon, like a thick cut bacon steak. My personal favorite way to do pork belly is to eat some of it fresh, but then throw it in the fridge, cube it up when it's cold, because it's gonna be very easy to cube up, and then sear them up in a skillet, whether you're making a breakfast scramble or you're gonna make sandwiches or tacos. It's gonna be insanely good and have a nice crust on every bite. I took a bite and I cannot stop. So you can do whatever you want with this meat. I mean, it's crazy good, it's crazy rich. Can't be good for the heart, but as long as you get the cardio in, you're probably chilling. But we got toasted tortillas right now. We're making tacos. Got the assembly right here. Toasted tortillas, avocados with salt and pepper on there, sour cream. It's actually Greek yogurt because we're on a diet, believe it or not. And then pineapple pico de gallo and cotija cheese. Or is this queso fresco?
Queso fresco.
Queso fresco. Yeah. Real tortilla shell. Little smear of sour cream. I feel like more cheese, bro. I'm not a bitch. Lactose tolerated. I'm fired up to try this. Yo, oh my Lord. So the richness and the smoky, salty, savory flavor from the pork belly is cut with that pineapple pico We literally just mixed pico with chopped up pineapple. Perfectly. It's refreshing. And I mean, it hits every box for me. This is unbelievably good. Wow.